I think that we are live. Hey guys, I'm just checking to make sure we're live as I do every Monday. So I am checking the group to make sure that we're live. I'm using StreamYard, so make sure you give StreamYard permission to come on in. I'm just checking my group to make sure we are all the way live. Wait, hold on. How come I don't see myself? What's going on here? Oh, there I go. Okay. Okay, good. Hey guys, happy Monday. Listen, I was sitting there for a minute. I was like, okay, it's Monday. I got to go talk to my people about how to go all the way in as you come in. Hey, Kayla, how you doing? As you come in, tell us who you are. Tell us what you do. It's your girl, Sherry Summer Bell. I'm super excited for Monday night training. I'm excited, super excited for Monday night training. Y'all, it is so much going on behind the scenes. We are literally getting the swag bags ready for Unleash Your Inner CEO. I'm literally have that going on. Got the name badges. So we're working on that. Whew, it just doesn't stop. It just doesn't stop. But I'm excited. That's a good things. That's a good things. Listen. Make sure you listen to this. I am excited because we only have 8 spots. You hear that right? We only have 8 spots left for Unleash Your Inner CEO. 8. So make sure if you haven't already, grab your tickets because it's going to be sold out. 8 spots with a week left. That's amazing. So amazing. So grab your tickets. We're that close to the finish line of selling out. I don't know why you wouldn't have your ticket by now anyway. So anyways, we are here. Hey, Kayla. Kayla says she's the CFO of Thrive Consulting and Financial Planning. Hey, Dolores, how are you? Hello, welcome. Dolores picked up her ticket for Unleash Your Inner CEO. I'm super happy to see her there. All right, let me get in what we're going to talk about tonight. Tonight is how to go all the way in. If this is your first time catching me live, it's your girl, Sherry Summer Bell. I am the host and the founder of this group, the Group for Insurance Agents and Financial Pro, where we help you to build your credibility, community, and cash flow using our Joyful Tribe Builder framework without sacrificing your family time. If you're tuning in from YouTube, make sure you go to joinsherry.com and come on inside of our exciting group of women who are in the financial space and the insurance space. So come on in, come on over. There's always room for more, baby. As you come in the chat, tell us who you are. Tell us what you do. I love to say that because you never know who's in here looking for you. You never know. Collaboration, communication, and relationship is the key to growing this business. All right. So it's Monday. We're behind the scenes doing so much. When I say behind the scenes doing so much stuff, like I think I'm driving my event coordinator crazy. And the reason why I'm driving them crazy is because it's a small venue. So it's a small, venue because I wanted to kind of test it out for a small venue. So the space is so limited that I have to kind of make it work. Yeah, I'll just make it work. But hey, D's in the house. D, grab her ticket for Unleash Your Inner CEO. I'm super excited to see D in person in Orlando, Sunshine, Orlando. And I know a couple of people are going to Disney World. A couple of people are going to come in early so they can go to Universal Studios and City Walk. Y'all, okay, do the damn thing. Okay. I love when people who are CEOs are also finding ways to really enjoy their life. And oh my God, I can speak on that all day. That's we're talking about how to go all the way in and monetize your life. I can speak in all that. So some people are coming early so they can go to City Walk and Universal Studios because it's not too far away from where we are. So so they're turning it into a whole vacation. So I'm excited. If you haven't got your tickets, like I said, it's only 8 tickets left to Unleash Your Inner CEO. All right, let me get in today what we're talking about. Hey, Veronica. Veronica's tuning in from YouTube. She said, hi, Sherry. I'm also excited. I'm from Virginia, and I'm a licensed insurance professional. Welcome, Veronica. Thank you for tuning in from YouTube, and you're always welcome to also come to our group as well. So let me dive in. So if you got an email from me, which I think you did, if you got an email from me, which you did earlier, or it talks about how to go all the way in. The reason why I'm passionate, and listen, by the way, tag your business bestie, who you know need to be on this live, who you know, because we bring free gem. This is free value information that will change the trajectory of your business, change your mindset, because I'll start with the mindset, and after the mindset, action take over. Okay, we already know that. So tag your business bestie that you know need to be on this live, and they're on this live right now. All right. So how to go all the way in? Why am I passionate about having this conversation? Why am I passionate about it? Let me tell you why. I have a group of insurance agents and financial professional in a separate group, my signature program, which is called Joyful Tribe Builder Academy. Joyful Tribe Builder Academy is where we go dive deeper into building your credibility and community and cash flow. Last Wednesday, we had our wins at one of our clients, Kayla, which I talk about her all the time because she's just an example of what it means to boss up, be a CEO, and go all the way in. Literally came on there, but like, listen, I follow the framework. And by following the framework, I landed 20K, right? I landed 20K. So just by following the framework. I don't know, you should be able to share the live, but I think because we're in the group, I don't know if you'll be able to share it in the group. I don't know if they're in the group or not, but you should be able to share because it's a public group. So back to what I was saying. So she literally, and the reason why Kayla is so special to me, it's not even just a 20K, is she was talking about some things that she was able to financially take care of, which is where what that part is even more passionate to talk about. But what was passionate to me is Kayla came in, and if you saw my email, Kayla came in from a free masterclass. Let me say that again. So the same client that I'm telling you about that was just like here on the live watching me, and she came from here, she came to a masterclass, a free masterclass that I had. And on that masterclass, she signed up to work with me, paid in full. Let's be guys point it out. And then on Wednesday, right? And she's had so many other wins, right? She had so many wins, but this just happened. So she landed 20K using the formula. And I'm just literally saying from a masterclass, a free masterclass, right? So what are we talking about when you go all the way in? There are people that comes on the masterclass. One of my girlfriend had a conversation with me, and she says, hey, if you're this amazing coach, why are we struggling? Why is the community struggling in their business? If you see I literally was having a conversation with my girlfriend, and she asked that question, and I said, well, the reason why we're struggling is because we fail to go all the way in. We fail to go all the way in. That's the reason why too. My consulting calls is only 15 minutes, or like this 15 minutes, and we're off. Because when you have a problem, whether it's a problem in finding leads, whether it's their problem in finding the strategy, when there's a problem in there's some mental stuff blocking you, why you can't reap the harvest that is made for you. When you have that problem has to be big enough to where you're ready to solve it. And how do I know if you're ready to solve that problem is if you are truly ready to go all the way in to solving that problem. So I've been having this backache, and I was like, oh my God, okay. Because I've just been sitting down trying to get the content ready for Unleash Your Inner CEO. So I've been really like sitting down and hammering it away. And I've just been sitting there, and I'm like, oh my God, the pain is too much. I have to go to a chiropractor. I just cannot take the pain anymore in my back. It's just been, I can't even lift the weights that I normally do. I normally go to the gym around 4:30, 5 o'clock. We have a 24-hour gym, and I could not make it because I think if I lift the weights, it's gonna irritate my back. But I had to move when that pain got severe. I had to go all the way in, and let me call this chiropractor. Let me go ahead and get it done. Let me go ahead and get it done and get what I need done. And it's the same way in our business. It's the same way in our business where we have to learn, we have to believe in ourselves to go all the way to the end. Because and I just love her dearly, and I use her as an example because she's just kind of like the perfect person who's following the model, and it's really helping her. Had she stopped from the masterclass and grabbed the masterclass and say, hold on, my phone, I had to charge it. I had to charge my MacBook. Okay, there you go. Okay. All right. So had she grabbed the masterclass and just stayed with the masterclass, boom, there's no transformation there because there's no one there to help her walk her through the process. So she's like, no, I'm valuable. I need to know how to walk through this process. Thank you for giving this part, but I need to know the other part of walking through the process. So then she decided to come to Joyful Tribe. And in Joyful Tribe, okay, she could have came to Joyful Tribe and don't do the work, right? There's have people who sign up and don't go all the way in, right? But that's not her. She went all the way in, as in applying, as in coming to the free masterclass. After coming to the free masterclass, she said yes to herself to create that transformation. And then when we give her the framework necessary, that's when her 20K came in, and she used some of that money to do some stuff in her personal life that she wanted to get done. That's an example of going all the way in. That's where we keep our excuses low and our intentions high. Hashtag that. Keep your excuses low and your intentions high. So every time I am not going all the way in a situation, every time there's a situation that arises for me, a trigger that arises for me that proved to me that I'm not going all the way in, that means I don't have enough people on my calendar that I need to talk to. That means I'm not marketing my business enough. I have to question myself, where in the areas am I not going all the way in so I can get the results necessary for the things that I desire? So we have to do a self-check. It's not looking outward like my assistant is not doing this. My virtual assistant is not doing that. I don't have any help. My husband won't help me. The kids won't help me. My family won't help. My daughter know that I don't know this tech stuff and she's not helping with your daughter. That's not her job. Your daughter has got her own life to live. I don't know who I'm talking to today. All right. We keep our excuses low and our intentions high. And I love the people who have their intentions high because they're going to go, they're the winners. They're the influencers. They're the game changers. They're the one that's going to change the trajectory for their life. They're the trailblazers. Keep our excuses low and our intentions high. Love it. Yes. Thank you for that. Thank you for that. So we have to do a self-examination. If you're just joining, we're talking about, she said, you're talking to me. So we have to keep our intentions low and our excuses low and intentions high. And I love when I see that because going all the way in means you're trying to get to 5 and you're at 1. And then when you get to 1, you're like, okay, I don't see anything. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. Clients are not coming in. This is not a job. It's like a hobby. I'm not getting results. I'm not impacting enough people's life that I want to impact. And then you're like, some little wins or some little light bulb comes off and it move you to 2. And you're like, okay, this ain't too bad, but I'm still not seeing where I need to go. And this is, oh my gosh, I can't get any help from anybody. Nobody's helping me. My upline, whenever I call her, her phone is off. She's not helping me. She's not talking to me. And all they keep telling me to buy leads. And then you're like, oh, then you get another client. Then you go to 3. Right? You're trying to get a 5. Remember, you're trying to get a 5. Then you go to 3, right? I don't know who I'm talking to today. And then you get to 3 and 5. No, 5 is where the 100K is at. 5 is where you can take this money to transform your life. 5 is where you can impact more people, all of that good stuff. 5 is you can give to your charity that you want to give to. 5, that we're trying to get a 5. We're at 3. And then we get to 4, right? And the requirement, as you go from 1 to 4 at levels of success, 4, the more you go higher, the investment gets bigger. Not just financial investment, but mindset investment. Make sense? Yes, yes. I want to make sure you're following me. Not just financial investment. The more you go to a higher level of success, the mindset that got me to 1 cannot be the mindset that's going to get me to 4 and 5. Yes, yes. Does that make sense? So some people are using old ways and old habits of what moved them from level 1 to level 2 to get their client or to attract their desire. You can't use that. Every time God elevates you or anoints you or bless you to be in another space, it's required for you to think in another way. The way I think at making my first 100Ks cannot be the same way I think when I'm making my 350K, right? It's just two different mindset. The way I think when I was first in business in one day, it cannot be the same day I think when I'm in business for 5 years versus one day, right? My level of investment need to go up if I want to expand my mind and attract more. Cannot be. Whew, Jesus. Okay. So you're going through and you're going through, and now you're at 3. Now you're at 3, but there's even a bigger investment to you for you to go to 4. 4, level 4 of your life of getting the desire. We're trying to get to 5. And when level 4 comes, so you went to the free masterclass, then there was a $27 masterclass, and you're like, okay, I can do 27. Okay, there was a $197, and you're like, okay, I can do that. And then when you get to 4, it's like, light bulb, money triggers. I can't do this. I don't have the time. Who's gonna help me? I know it worked, but can it work for me? And all sorts of overthinking start coming in your mind, and all sorts of I'm not sure, or where's, here's the thing at level 4. Here's the thing at level 4. We start off with a no before even trying to think of a yes. Hold on, that's gonna get to you later. That's gonna get to you later. We're at 5, and when 5 levels of success, right? And we're trying to get to 5 because that's where the desired thing that we want is at. But right now you're at level 4. And as you get to 4, all the mindset thing that's in your head, you got through 1, you got through 2, but you got 3, you got 4, because the higher you go up, let me explain to you what I mean by that. The higher you go up, you may say, hey, I just want to be a sign agent. I just want to be able to do a license owning agent, right? And then people kept asking you, hey, I want to join your agency. If you're in the insurance space, I want to join your agency. And you're like, no, I'm just going to stay at 1. I'm like on my own. I'm not going to add anyone to my team. But then a couple of people kept coming to you saying, yes, I want to work with you. I want to work with you. So you're like, okay, I'll just move them up to level. I'll just go ahead and start having an agency. That means now you're at level 2. Because level 1, you're just by yourself, and that's okay, regardless of what you choose. That's on you. So now you're at level 2, money coming in, is looking good, right? And then now it's like, okay, I'm in level 2, which means I got to expand my mind. If I'm going to be influence people that are under me, I got to be influencing myself. I got to be able to get the knowledge and expertise necessary to be able to keep these people around, because people are not going to follow people. They can't expand their mind. Whoo! The reason your relationship didn't work because he didn't know how to expand your mind, baby. Okay, that's a different story. That's a different story. Okay, back to what I was saying. So he got to know how to expand your mind, or she got to know how to expand your mind. So if they can't, you're going to get bored. You're going to leave. Trust me, I know I'm ADHD. So now you say, okay, I'm going to add an agency. But then you start getting all these chargebacks, and agents ain't want to write any policy and all sorts of stuff. And you're like, oh my God, I don't think this is right for me. I should have never did this. Now you're going back to 1. Now you're going back to level 1. I'm not doing this anymore. Instead of trying to figure out how does this thing work? How do I make this work? How do I bring on more agents to offset the chargeback? Do I do different things? Instead of figuring out, she said, that was good. I love when y'all drop the mic on me. I love when y'all drop the mic on me. Yes, child. Yes. So now you go back to level 1 because you have not mastered or expand your mind again. So instead of moving forward with the fear, you go backwards, and now you got to start again and go back to the same place you left. Had you stay there and stay in your power and stay in your anointing, had you stay there and say, listen, I'm going to face this. I don't care what comes with it. I'm just, oh, Jesus, y'all better get y'all ticket. What y'all waiting on? So then who's getting this? Put me in the chat if you're getting this. If you're getting this, put me in the chat if you're getting this. Put me in the chat if you're getting this. So you start going back to what's comfortable. And so you start going back to level 1. I just want to be on my own. I don't want to be with people. They put all the charge back on me, to whatever. I use an example of insurance, but it could apply to any business, period. Any business. But it could apply to any business. She said, "Me, I got some me's in the chat. I love it, love it, love it." Okay, so I'm not alone. I'm not alone. I'm not alone. Again, you're trying to get to level 5, but you're still trying to work out the mindset necessary from level 1, level 2, level 3, level 4, level 5. So you're trying to expand your mind and you're trying to expand to go forward. So you cannot move forward till you master the thing that you won't confront. You cannot move forward. There are times I talk to people and I said, "Listen, honey, baby, we talked 4 years ago and you still at the same spot because you allowing one belief system to stop you. You're allowing one thing, your story that you tell yourself, to stop you. You allow one thing to stop you. So if you cannot, and then guess what? You got to go back again. Then you say, I don't know why my business is not successful. I don't know why I can't get these desires of my heart. I don't know why it's not big. Not saying that you're not successful. I'm saying that the business itself could have been impacting more lives. So there's a totally different. You may be comfortable where you are, and that's fine too, right? So, but I'm talking to you today because we're talking about how to go all the way in. So what's happening there? The people who go from 1 to 2, and then when they reach the 2, they get scared of what expected by them, so they go back to 1 instead of staying in 2, working out the kinks. Let me tell y'all something. When I was doing this conference, I said, man, my next conference is going to be a freaking breeze, because everything that I'm working out, I have to work out the kinks to get through this first one. So the next one, I mean, literally, I'm talking with an event coordinator last night. She's like, oh my God, for you to almost be sold out on your first one, in your first one. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. If y'all want to see we have a VIP mixer for our VIPs on Friday night. Like, she's like, girl, you're doing too much. You're doing too much. You feeding them too? And wait till y'all see these swag bags, baby. What first one? Doesn't mean that the first one can't be leveled up, right? So my point here is this. Everything you're doing for the first time at each level that God is bringing to you is going to be new, because it's challenging, because it's new, not because it's hard, because it's new. It's new. Oh, Sherry, I need to get more people. I need to get more exposure to my business. I need to go live. I need to do a reel. I need to host an event. I need to have a small event. I need to have a seminar. I need to have something, but I don't know where to start. And then you tell them what to do, and they're like, they're not doing what they asked for, because they're not willing to expand. Somebody already put in the chat their capacity or expand their mind. And the only reason they find it hard is because they never did it for the first. So every time I enter a challenge, or every time I enter a situation, instead of saying to myself, like, Lord, this is hard, I said, Lord, I just haven't figured it out yet. That's it. It's not that it's hard. Say it with me. I just haven't figured it out yet. And then my next thing is, what do I need to do in order to figure it out? Who has the expertise necessary to help me figure it out? And what does that look like? When there's something that I want, when I get on the phone with somebody that has what I want, and I'm not off the phone till we are negotiating what makes sense for us, for me to get what I want. Even if they say something crazy, I say, okay, I'm not there, but what can I do? What can we do? What can we do? What can we work this out to be? So we both are walking away happy, because I need what you got. And I'm not getting off the phone until I get what you said. Right? What you selling, I want it. So, but that's a different mindset, because the mindset of people are, oh, I can't do that. I can't do that. We keep our excuses low and our intentions high. Excuses low and our intentions high. Oh, Jesus, this is so good. This is so good. Y'all better grab y'all tickets. I'm just one speaker. Just imagine all the other speakers that's there. This is crazy. Anyway, so if you're just joining, we're talking about how to go all the way in, right? How to go all the way in. Here's the thing about the desire. Here's the thing. This is the desire of what you say you want. Of what you say you want. Okay, here. All right. All right. So here's the oh, I did it wrong hand, didn't I? Okay. I'm here. I'll do that one. I'll do this one, so y'all can kind of get an idea, because I like to do. Okay, so you're here. You're trying to get here. You're trying to get here. This is the end mark. But you're here right now. And you're trying to get here. Here's the thing. Your desire for what you say you want or the things that you want never moved. Lisa, it never moved. Those desires are still in your head the first time you started your business. Those desires are still in your head when you say you're going to leave your 9 to 5. Those desires are still in your head when you made a promise to your husband that you're going to do your best to make your business better. The desire never move an inch. It's been at the 5 from day one. It just waiting on you to master your belief system so you can stop trying to start over every time. That's why we can say when we're talking biblically, we can say whatever you want for yourself, God wanted for you as well, right? A gentleman said to me, he said, Sherry, your blessings or whatever you ask for is tied up in a bundle. He always made me say like in a basket of everything that you desire. It's tied up and it's there and it's coming down and it's staying there, but you're not going up to it. So, but they're like, I'm just singing out here till you're ready. But you're saying, you mean I gotta do this and I gotta do this and I gotta do this, right? I gotta do all of that. I don't think I can reach that. You're gonna stay up there for a minute. And then there's somebody else next to you who's willing to do the things that you say you won't do. And guess what? They're passing you and they're passing you. You're passing you because one person decided to keep going towards that desire. Even though there's challenges, even though there's things that come in the way, even though there's things standing in the way. So that person's here and they're saying, okay, I'm still going to go. 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 No matter what, I'm still going to go. They're not going to let challenge. If you're called to do so, let me say this. If you are called to do this purpose, if this is the purpose you're called to do, you can never quit. You can never quit. It will keep haunting you until you surrender. I'm on the phone with this guy yesterday. Matter of fact, he was my DJ for my event. Okay. So I'm on the phone with him and we're planning out the event or whatever. I've been busy. I tell you, we behind the scenes, we busy. He said, I said, I get so frustrated with this calling that God put in my life because I feel like I'm constantly trying to get someone to realize, and I feel like I'm just taking it. Just sometimes it takes forever for them to their mind to be conditioned to see what I see in them. That is the biggest challenge I have as a coach, is for me to coach you, and I see something in you that you fail to see in yourself, and I got to keep coaching you until you see it. And I know that's the calling I have in my life, and I fight with that calling every day. I fight with that calling every day. When Kayla signed up for Joyful Tribe Builder Academy, I knew it was nothing for her to make that 20K with one person. I knew that. But I had to get her to see it constantly. And Kayla is the first one that's on our lives when we do our Joyful Tribe Builder Academy. She's the first one on our call on Wednesday morning at 1:00. First one. And I say, listen, I thank God for his gift. I was telling the guy today, I said, I thank God for his gift. But man, sometimes this gift is hard because I am coaching people who has yet to see what I see in them. It's like you're standing. How many of you, and it's the same thing for you, when you are talking to your people, when you're talking to your people and you're trying to explain to them why they should get life insurance, and you're trying to explain to them why they should pay their taxes, and you're trying to explain to them why they should create a budget, and you're trying to explain to them why they should do these things, and you're constantly teaching them, and you feel like it's just not, it's not sitting. How many of y'all have clients like that? Give me a 3 in the chat if you have clients like that sometimes. You're like, are you getting what I'm saying? That's why mastering your message so you can communicate with your clients in a way that is effective. Oh my gosh. Y'all get y'all tickets. We only got 8 left. Get y'all tickets. We only got 8 left. That's all we got left is 8. Right? So I said to my guy, my DJ, we're doing all this stuff, and I was doing the plan, and I said, that's my frustration. Oh yeah, shout out to Cody for my 8% ban. That's my frustration. Like, trying to get a person to see. And here's the other thing. Here's the beauty about life. What I'm saying to you, others see within you. If others did not see within you, you will not be facing all the challenges that you're facing. People are not mad at you about who you are. People are mad at the potential you have the ability to be. People, they're not envious of you for who you are now. They're envious of you for who you have the potential to be. And the longer you stay in your darkness, the happier they are. The longer you walk in your unconsciousness, the better off for them. I was talking with someone today, and they're like, hey, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that, I'm gonna do this, and that, I'm gonna try by myself. And I'm like, oh my God, you're so smart, but you realize we change a trajectory, but there's nothing I can do for you till you realize that, right? But amazing, beautiful, wonderful person. Give me a yes if this is making sense. We're talking about how to go all the way in so you can monetize on your purpose. That's what we're talking about tonight. I want to make sure you understand people are not jealous of who you are. They're jealous of the potential you have the ability to be. And the longer you fail to understand the power that lies within you, the better off for them. Oh, I get some yes. The longer you stay in your own darkness of understanding that there's no way around going to this level. There's no way around. I've had people who left and then came back and then left and then came back. I had one client, she said to me, she said, Sherry, I left. I went somewhere, went to another coach. It just couldn't do it for me. And I end up coming back to you. And I can end up coming back to you. So how much gap in between that time? Because you have to because there's something that keeps stopping you from going all the way in, and you have to figure out what that is. You have to figure out the core. And I don't even have time. That's why that's why we have a whole event for 8 hours. So I don't even have time to work that through. But once you figure out the ways of what that is, because what happened is you're interested in something, you're stuck, you're interested in something, you keep going because you're here, you're trying to keep going to 5, you're trying to keep going to 5. But once you get to 4, something stop you. Either the investment get too big for you and you can't wrap your head around it, which it should be. That's why it's 4, and that's why it's 5. That's why it's level 5. If the investment wasn't big, you would turn around because the abundance is even bigger. It blows my mind when people are getting ready to transform their life and not thinking that the investment that is necessary. I'm not just talking about money. I'm talking about investment in their time, investment in their treasure, investment in their talent that's required to go to the 5. It blows my mind that they had the capacity to think that less was required. But they want this big requires. When much is given, much is expected. I gotta save my voice for Unleash Your Inner CEO. Much is given, much is expected. So you can't come to me and say you want to go to level 5 to get your abundance, to get your desire, and then think that there wasn't some type of investment in your time, investment in your talent, investment in your treasure that was going to take place. It blows my mind. You just say you want 5. Not everybody get to 5. It's only 8% that get to 5. It's only 8%. My friend did a whole business around this. It's only 8% that get to that 5. And you are the 8. And there's nobody holding you back from that 5 but yourself. But yourself. Okay, how do I know this? Let me tell you how I know this. Okay. Whew. Okay. Whoo! This must be Nikki. Who is that? Oh, no, that was Dolores. Dolores, okay. I told y'all should have tagged people. I told y'all should have got y'all tickets. We only got 8 left. Okay. Okay, really good. Just imagine in person, y'all. This is just on video. Just imagine in person. Okay. All right. So it baffled me that you want a Mercedes Benz and you get the Mercedes Benz, but it baffled me that you don't realize that the gas, that the number one, the gas of that you have to put in is a higher grade gas. If the Mercedes even take gas, it baffled me that you realize that the tires for that Mercedes, if should you need more tires, is more expensive. Expensive. It baffled me that you think that owning that you have a Mercedes Benz, right? It baffled me that you think the price you're going to pay is less than what the Mercedes Benz, it's a Mercedes Benz. And not everybody can afford it. And that's why when you get to 5, it's only for the called but the chosen. Many are called, but only few are chosen. So she said good stuff. Yes, good stuff. That's good stuff. So everybody called from 1 to 3 to 4. Everybody was on the same journey as you. But when you get to the 5 is the desire of the house, the things that you want. Even if you get here, the mindset necessary to keep what God give you is a whole different mindset. It's a whole different mindset. I have girlfriends, I have mastermind sisters that we have our mastermind in, and if there's things that I call them for, and they okay, hold up. If I'm trying to make my first 100K, am I going to call somebody that hasn't made 100K yet, or am I going to call somebody that's already made 100K? I want you to really answer me that in the chat. If I'm trying to make 100,000, that I can take some of that money, and again, the $100,000, the $1 million is a goal, the 100,000 is a milestone, but we're gonna stay at that for a minute, okay? We're just gonna stay there for mathematical purposes, right? Am I gonna call somebody who hasn't made it yet to answer the question that I need to move myself forward, or am I gonna call somebody who has already made it and get the answer? Which one do you do? Which one do you do? Which one do you do? Come on. Put it in the chat. Put it in the chat. Somebody says, let me see what somebody said. Somebody said, who already made it? Yes, who already made it? So why do we do that then? I have a girlfriend. She's like, yeah, I have accountability partner. Have your accountability partner is a reflection of what you want to be in life? No. Do they have a business? No. So how are they keeping you accountable if they don't know what to be keeping you accountable for? That's not going all the way in. That's being comfortable. So now you got to rewire your mindset to learn what that looks like. That's being comfortable. Because I know, I'm reading 50 Cent's book, and 50 Cent says, 50 Cent's a rapper, the rapper 50 Cent. He has a book, right? He has a book out. And he says, my biggest challenge that I have with making money is not my strangers, but it's my family. And he says, it's my family because when I started making money, I'm very protective of my space and who I invite in my space. And again, the higher you get in life financially, that's part of it. And he says, but when I invite my family over, I have no control of who that family member is going to bring with them. Who that family member will just bring somebody just to be bringing them, and therefore my family's invited anytime. But then they're bringing a stranger that I don't know about, and that stranger may be trying to rob me. That stranger, so I really got to close off my circle sometimes, even in my family, to protect my immediate family and my peace and my finances. And I'm like, wow. So even at that level, 50 Cent is saying, I got to have a different type of world that I go to and I stay in that world of people who understand that conversation. It's not that my conversation, it's not that my family's mean. It's none of that. But if I'm going to go all the way in, I really got to protect my energy and my circle. And that is why you are challenged. But everyone who is under the sound of my voice, you have an aura. And I think I've talked about this before, but there's an aura that's necessary that you put around you. And if people don't understand that same aura, then it doesn't push you forward. It really cripples you. So you need a space where you have the circle of aura. Let me explain what I'm saying. I'm going to take it further. Whenever I go to different events, and I did different stages, came back from Dallas doing SWAT, and I kept wondering to myself, why am I keep seeing the same people at the same events over and over and over again? I'm like, oh my God. But what I get is these same people who are already at their $1 million, who are already impacting lives, who are already giving back to their community, who are already traveling around the world. Those same people, have habits, and their habits, because again, success leave clues. Success leave clues. So you know why they're successful, because they keep investing and going they invested in themselves, and they're not afraid to invest in themselves, and they show up, and they continuously show up. So you have what I call an aura. So you got to find the people who understand your aura. You got to find the people it's not that you need to change. This is what I told my DJ when we we're having our meeting by the conference. I say, you don't have to change who you are. You just have to find people who understand who you are. And the only way to find those people who understand who you are is to go to those people, go to those places where these people are. Whew. Because they're patterns that I see, work patterns, behavior patterns, habits that I see as I get around these people, as I get around these individuals. I started seeing patterns of what their work ethics is like. And so I wasn't surprised that I was going to be successful, because I kept surrounding myself in spaces where they are. So I knew our work ethics, our patterns was alike, was alike, or aura was alike. So if you're going to go all the way in, which is what we're talking about tonight, you have to match your aura, your energy with those people with the same habits as yours. Those people where their intentions are high and the excuses are low. You have to push yourself out of your comfort zone. But here's what I want to caution you in that part, even saying that, because if it's your purpose and if it's your anointing, there should be no pushing necessary, because it's your calling. Why would I want to sit dormant on my calling? Because my calling that I have for me, and I literally just put this up today. Did I mark it up? Because the calling that I have on my life, I want to make sure that did I save it? Because I do so much. I don't know if I save it. I do so much. There are people that are waiting for you to step into your anointing so they can get healed. Okay. There are people who are waiting for you to step in your anointing so they can get healed. Because you are called to serve them, whether you're in insurance, whether you're in Medicare, whether you're in finance, whether you're in taxes, whether you're in financial professional, whether you're in financial coaching, whether you're in real estate. There are people that are assigned to you. And they're stuck and they're going around in circles because you won't go all the way in. You're the holdup. Because you get to 4 and 4 require more things, and you're like, I don't want it. So you drop back to 3. Oh my God, is this making sense? I hope this is making sense. You get to 4, and when you're so close, Let me tell y'all, let me show you the difference when you know your call. I would say to somebody, hey, I saw y'all was in the room in a room with like different people. And I said, how do I get in that room? What do I need to do to get in that room? What do I need to do to get in that room? I don't say, well, I can't, because I know. I just get me in the room. The rest is the rest. Because I'm not going to get in the room and not waste time in the room. I can't do that. She said, makes sense. What question do y'all have for me? Because this is so deep. This is so deep. This is so deep. So what you're saying, Sherry, you're saying I need to go all the way in and I need to be constantly putting myself into spaces that look like what I'm trying to achieve all the time, because you can't stay in the energy of what you're trying to achieve and not achieve it. So what you're saying, Sherry, for the people in the back, is in order for me to go all the way in, I need to constantly putting myself in rooms of look like what I'm trying to achieve. And then when I put myself in rooms of what I'm trying to achieve, I automatically will create the habits, because you can't be around people and not create that same habit. I will automatically create the habits. We just told you that Kayla had a 9-to-5 and she came in on a free masterclass. But she put herself in rooms with other women who are probably at the time making more money than her. You cannot keep yourself in room with successful people and not become the next success. You cannot. But somebody to convince you to buy a ticket. Do y'all see that? But somebody to convince you to show up. But somebody to convince you to there's no secret to success. There's no secret. There's no secret. Surround yourself, invest in getting in spaces that looks like the places you want to be. We were doing the math for our training and what everybody's training on, and it was $60,000 worth of training that we're going to be giving y'all at Unleash Your $60,000. Do y'all agree that the way to attract the desire of your heart is to surround yourself with that desire constantly? And when you surround, do you agree with that? Yes or no? Let me say that because I'm about to jump off. Do y'all agree with that? Yes, 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 yes. I agree that a way to achieve success is to surround yourself with people who achieve or in the energy of what you're trying to achieve. Yes or no? Yes or no? Yes or no? Notice I didn't say doing the work. I said surround yourself. Yes or no? I get some yeses, get some yeses, get some yeses. Okay, do you truly believe that? Put I in the chat if you believe that. Put I in the chat. I'm about to wrap up. This was so good, y'all. I hope y'all learned something. I hope some eye openers. I hope y'all learned something today. This was so good. Do you put I in the chat if you believe that? If you believe that in order you can achieve success merely by putting yourself in spaces that people who mirrors back what your success should look like. I didn't say do the work. I did not say do the work. I just said mirror back places. I didn't say anything about even lifting a finger. I just said merely putting yourself in that space. I got some one, get some I in the chat. I. Okay, good. Okay, good. Good. So if you know, thank y'all for that. Thank y'all for the I. Thank y'all for the I. If you know that is all you need to do, is to put yourself in places, expose yourself in places, because once you're in the circle of those places, let me tell y'all something. When I could not even afford to come to an event, I would call the host and I would say, hey, no, that's a lie, because I paid for a ticket and I still work with the host. I called up the host. I said, I'm buying my general admission ticket, but I also want to be an ambassador. I'm buying my general admission ticket because I want you to think I'm trying to get in there for free. But are you open to me being an ambassador at your event? Because there's 4 people who was on the panel that I wanted to meet. And she said, hold on. So you're getting a ticket and you also want to be an ambassador? I said, yes, because I want to learn behind the scenes of what it's like to host an event. And this was in 2019 when I said this in Las Vegas. I said, yes. So I bought my ticket and I flew to Vegas and I was an ambassador. So an ambassador is you get to see behind the scene things that other people don't get to see. right? You get to see behind the scenes how the conference is run, whatever need done. And now, because of that lesson that I learned, that was in 2019, I'm applying those same lessons to my ambassadors today. And by the way, if you're interested in being an ambassador at the conference, just give me a me. I think she said she's looking for 3. Okay. So I bought the ticket. I became an ambassador, and I learned different things, that cues that the audience probably don't see, that didn't pay attention to. But all of those strategies that I learned then, I am using now in my business. All of those strategies, right? So I made sure that she understands that I'm here to support. I'm here, and I'm here to get my ticket. I didn't say I wanted. I didn't say I want to just get in, right? Because everybody was there. They just wanted this, the host, they wanted to take pictures with her, and I didn't want to do all that, right? I was here for a different mission. I want to meet her, but I also want to be able to surround myself with, if this woman is making $1 million, how is she doing it? If this woman is making money, how is she doing it? So I started saying, hey, I got my ticket, but I just want to see if you're open to me helping at your event, because I want to learn behind the scenes stuff. And she says, yes, she's open to me doing that. And I got my ticket, and I still became an ambassador. And I follow that same strategy today, right? Okay. So, oh yes, if you want to learn about ambassadorship, ambassadors are people who work behind the scenes, and they learn different things about the conference that other people don't get to see. So when you plan your own conferences, you know what it looked like. I had a millionaire conference event planner yesterday, and I said, hey, go through this, tell me what am I forgetting. And she's like, no girl, you good, you on point. But let's be clear, that same person who I was talking to, she was there at the conference when I volunteered as an ambassador and paid my ticket. So how did I know what I knew? It's because I was there as an ambassador. You see, I put myself in the room. I went all the way in. I put myself in the room. I went all the way in. And we end up getting like samples and templates and all this stuff. The ambassadors did. That's part of the perks. So when it's time for me, I was like, oh, I remember this. I already got this. I already got this. So it was such a smooth thing. And it really changed years of learning, because okay, so this is why she did this, or this is why she did that, you know? So, yes, just reach out to Jasmine. I think I'll tag her here. Just reach out to Jasmine. She'll take care, or we'll DM you. Who was that? Asked about ambassadorship. So I wanted to, so yeah. So anyways, going back. But so what I'm saying is, there's always a way to get in a room. If you know, and I'm going to end here, if you just said to me that, hey, if you just said to me, and I see somebody say me for ambassador as well, I got you. I got to figure out who you are, because it's not showing names on here. But if you just said to me that, just constantly surrounding yourself in places with people who have already reached further, even if you're trying to get a 10 and you're at 4 and the people are at 5, just surround yourself with the people who are at level 5, not even 10, will move you forward to 5 to get to your 10. You see what I'm saying? So notice I didn't say do this work or do this strategy. Just your aura, just the energy of being around the people who are ahead of you motivates you to keep pushing and keep moving, because they're telling you that if it's possible for them, it's possible for me. If it's possible for them, it's possible for me. So look at this girl who volunteered as an ambassador at an event in Vegas, paid for my flight, paid for my hotel, and literally got in the room, mix and mingle with some people, exchange phone number, because going all the way in doesn't mean I just go to the event and say goodbye. Follow up after the event with those people and said, hey, yeah, you remember me, I remember you, right? And then it's like, hey, come speak at this conference, come speak at that conference, and you just kind of boom, 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 boom. Right? But had I not been in the room, that domino effect did not happen. But I cannot say I'm not going in the room if I'm not going to be all the way in, right? You have to be all the way. Oh, Jesus, I cannot stress that enough. All the way in. Because we just proved by saying I in the chat that all I need is to be in the room. We just proved that the ability to be in the room already increased your opportunity for your results by 90, what did I say? 92%. Wait, where am I thinking? 92% to become that 8%. We just prove, not doing the work, just the energy of you being there shows that you are different from the 92% that won't do it. So last thing, because my DM is where y'all hang out, and I love y'all. I love hanging out with y'all in the DMs. Okay. And when the lady says, hey, I need help with XYZ, and I said, what masterclass did you attend? What events have you attended? What about even the free? What have you ever been on a Monday night training? Well, baby girl, I can't help you, boo, because I can't help you. You have not even did the basics. I was like, I can't help you because there's nothing. I can give you the code to $1 million, but the fact that you're not even spending time to learn the free stuff, I already know it ain't gonna work, right? It ain't gonna work. So when you know thyself, you as a coach, you can quickly say, oh, nah, this person ain't ready. This person, you quickly know thyself based on where the person put you in the room, right? You can quickly, if there's a turn, if there's a next, it shows based on where you decide to put yourself. So I'm going to end this, but I got to say how to go all the way in is to always make sure that you're in the room. Always make sure that you have the ability to expose yourself to the people who are further ahead than you, and you can be there, because we have proven that just the mere ability of being next to that person can change not just the money, but change your mindset, change opportunities. Next to every person that's speaking on the stage, with this sex, well, no, because some of my clients I did. I either met them in a room. That was just for the people in the back. That was for the people in the back. In a room. So had I not met them in the room, and these are 6 and 7 figure earners, they would not be at a conference coming up, right? So exposure brings experience, right? And it brings opportunity. So I think you got the message. So if you're wondering, how can I move forward? What can I do? The only thing I have for you tonight is for you to get your tickets to be in the room. And some of you guys asked me about ambassador, DM me or Jasmine, and because Jasmine is in charge of everything. So DM me or Jasmine, and I will make sure that she have a conversation with you to see if that's something you're interested in doing. We love hanging out with you too, boo. Miss Veronica Turner Moore. I love that name. I love y'all with the long names. Sherry Summer Bell. I love it. All right. What question do you have for me about the event, about anything that's coming up? What question you have for me? I want to make sure you're satisfied. I want to make sure I meet all your needs. So I'm going all the way to the top to make sure that I don't miss any questions that you may have. What question do you guys have for me? Thank you for the love. What question do you have for me? I'm just bringing it down before I end out here. Yes, so Unleash Your Inner CEO is on July 15th. If you have a VIP ticket, it's on July 14th. You come in at 12 because I'm buying you lunch at 12. That was a different story. So you come in at 12 on the Friday, the 14th at 12. And then that night where I'm taking you to a mixer, so we can get to know each other a little bit better, and everybody else get to know that again. Aura, right? That mixer is they get to know each other. That's not for me. That's for the VIPers to know each other. If you're not a VIP and you want to upgrade, see Jasmine for that. That's her area of expertise. But I'm taking them to a mixer that I'm hosting. And again, giving them the opportunity to network with each other, so they can have a conversation and they can chat and they can meet each other and they can you see how that works? Creating space for them to meet and network, just like somebody did it for me. And I was able to meet these amazing speakers that are coming. I want to return a favor and create a mixer for my VIPers so they can get to know each other for 2 days more than just that one day, right? Because they took the time to invest in themselves. So why not just give it back to them too as well? So again, Friday, excuse me, from 12 to 5 is our training for our VIPers. And then from 7 to 8 or 9, we have the mixer the restaurant. And then so you guys will have an opportunity to chit chat, meet each other, and talk and get to know each other. Um, I'm digesting everything you spoke about. Yes, yes, please do. And then the actual conference itself for everyone is on July 15th, and doors open at registration open at 8:15, and so on and so forth. You will get a booklet in your email if you got it, your tickets, and talk about Orlando and all that good stuff and all the restaurants and all the good. So a travel plan guide. You would get a travel plan guide. In Orlando, weather, it varies. It was 91 today, beautiful and sunny. So it varies. So it's a warm, real warm temperature, a warm body. But you may bring a jacket if needs be. All right, that I see. I don't have any questions, so I'm going ahead and hop off. But if I come off and you have a question, just put it in chat. We have 8 tickets to go. I cannot wait to meet y'all in person. Loving y'all, hugging y'all. That's what it's all about. Creating space for you. And I'll see you at Unleash Your Inner CEO. Let's go, baby. It's your girl, Sherry Somerville. Have a good night.